Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. A historic moment unfolds as Kamala Harris places her hand on the Bible and takes the oath of office, becoming the 47th President of the United States. The crowd erupts, cheers, tears, and the weight of history pressing down on her shoulders. Just 4 years earlier, she had been the first woman, the first Black woman, and the first person of South Asian descent to serve as vice president. Now, she stands alone at the pinnacle of American power. But how did a daughter of immigrants from Jamaica and India rise to the most powerful position in the world? And what does her journey reveal about the changing face of leadership in America? Kamala Devi Harris was born on October 20th, 1964, in Oakland, California, to Shyamala Gopalan, a cancer researcher from India, and Donald Harris, an economist from Jamaica. Her parents met at the University of California, Berkeley, during the height of the civil rights movement, and their activism shaped her worldview from an early age. Harris often recalls accompanying her parents to protests in a stroller, absorbing the chants for justice and equality. Her parents divorced when she was 7, and she was raised primarily by her mother, a fiercely independent woman who instilled in her the belief that barriers were meant to be broken. The first signs of her ambition emerged early. At Howard University, a historically Black college in Washington, D.C., she majored in political science and economics, becoming a leader in student government and joining Alpha Kappa Alpha, the first Black sorority in America. It was here that she found her voice, sharp, unapologetic, and relentless. After earning her law degree from the University of California, Hastings, she began her career in the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, where she quickly made a name for herself as a prosecutor, unafraid to take on tough cases. Her breakthrough moment came in 2003 when she was elected San Francisco's district attorney, becoming the first woman and first person of color to hold the position. She gained national attention for her innovative approach to criminal justice, creating programs to reduce recidivism and refusing to pursue the death penalty, even in high-profile cases. By 2010, she had shattered another barrier, becoming California's Attorney General, again, the first woman and first person of color in the role. Her rise to fame accelerated in 2016 when she was elected to the U.S. Senate, where her incisive questioning during hearings made her a star. One moment in particular went viral: her grilling of Attorney General Jeff Sessions over Russian interference in the 2016 election. Clips of her sharp, methodical questioning spread across social media, with hashtags like Kamala Harris 2020 trending almost overnight. But behind the scenes, her rapid ascent was not without struggle. As a Black and South Asian woman in politics, she faced relentless scrutiny, her tone labeled too aggressive, her ambition framed as calculating. Critics on the left questioned her record as a prosecutor, while those on the right painted her as too radical. When she launched her 2020 presidential campaign, expectations were sky high, but she struggled to define her message clearly and dropped out before the first primary. It was a humbling moment, one that forced her to recalibrate. Then came the turning point. Joe Biden selected her as his running mate in August 2020. Overnight, she became a central figure in one of the most consequential elections in American history. On January 20th, 2021, she made history as vice president, standing on the Capitol steps in a purple coat, a nod to Shirley Chisholm, the first Black woman to run for president. Over the next 4 years, she took on some of the administration's toughest assignments, from voting rights to immigration reform, becoming both a lightning rod for criticism and a symbol of progress. By 2024, with Biden opting not to seek re-election, Harris stepped into the spotlight as the Democratic nominee. Her campaign was a masterclass in resilience, blending her prosecutor's precision with a newfound emotional openness. She spoke often of her mother's advice: "You may be the first, but make sure you're not the last." When she won the presidency, in November 2024, it wasn't just a personal victory. It was a milestone for millions who saw themselves in her story. Now, in 2025, She governs in an era of deep division, tasked with uniting a fractured nation. Social media buzzes with debates about her policies, her leadership style, even her signature Chuck Taylor sneakers. Memes comparing her to historical figures like Lincoln and Roosevelt abound, while critics question whether she can deliver on her promises. Yet through it all, she remains unshaken, often quoting her favorite saying, "I eat no for breakfast." What is Kamala Harris's ultimate legacy? Is she a trailblazer who redefined what's possible, or a leader still proving herself on the world stage? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain: her story is far from over. What do you think? Lies ahead for Kamala Harris? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this documentary compelling, don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the figures shaping our world. History isn't just written by the powerful, it's witnessed by all of us.